sequestered for his conduct at one point. You can go back to, Ozzie Myers of Philadelphia. He was expelled. That was during the Abscam situation. And
it's a shame it seems to take this much to get it there. And I guess you know about the Maxine Waters stuff with her husband being on a board of a bank and having shares in a bank that she was trying to get some money for.
Yeah, that is a matter that is under investigation by the committee. I'm not permitted to comment on that. And I know that information was leaked out over the weekend. I saw in the New York Times and elsewhere. But that is an issue that I believe the committee will be making a statement on in the not-too-distant future.
All right. So, and somebody said the way this could play out is that the Democrats rally the troops, circle the wagons, and try to make the Republicans out to be racist for going after 2 black members.
Well, the only thing I can... Look,
can you speak up a little bit?
Sure. Well, all I can say is that there's going to be a trial. There's going to be a trial. And what I think will happen... Look, I just want to be fair. I just want justice to prevail. That's it. I mean, that's it. We're going to have a trial. We're going to listen to the evidence. We're going to, see the evidence, learn about the evidence, and then make a decision accordingly.
All right.
That's how it should work out.
They both could also face criminal charges. Could.
Well, again, having served on the ethics committee, I have seen issues where these matters, the Justice Department or the IRS or somebody could take an interest, and that's always a possibility. But and sometimes when those issues do occur. Generally speaking, now, not about anybody in particular. Generally speaking, sometimes the Ethics Committee will back off if the Justice Department may request that of the Ethics Committee, that they are going to handle this criminally or whatever matter criminally, they can do that. So, yes, but just because we're acting as an Ethics Committee does not prevent another federal agency from dealing with the same issue.
Now, you wanted to talk about something else, and then I have some questions for you. What was your other topic?
By the way, there were 13 counts charged against Mr. Rangel.
Okay.
And then... I met with Secretary Bob Gates, Defense Secretary Bob Gates, on Thursday morning for about an hour when I wasn't in the Rangel discussions, basically talking about the nature of the conflict. He was very, very concerned about these leaks by WikiLeaks. There's going to be blood on people's hands for this. They have exposed not only our sources, but many of our methods, our techniques, procedures, and essentially a lot of our sources in Afghanistan, I believe, are at great risk, as are their families. I'm afraid people are going to die because of this very irresponsible act of WikiLeaks. And so that is something I'm very concerned about. I did raise with the Secretary, my concern is that there seems to be a divide between the civilian and military leadership over there. It was between General McChrystal, Ambassador Eikenberry, Mr. Holbrook. There seem to be a lot of divisions over there, and we cannot have divided leadership. And I just expressed to him, I hope this has changed now that General Petraeus is in charge. Just like in Iraq, when General Petraeus and Ambassador Crocker served together, I would meet with them, and those guys could finish each other's sentences. They were working together, and I hope that situation changes. He has assured me that situation has improved.
All right. Let me ask you. Some people saying that you did not you did not sign on to a repeal of the health care tax and the Obamacare. And in fact, there's a company, or not a company, an organization. It's not the Heritage Foundation. It's Heritage for America or something. And I'm looking for that piece of paper.
Oh, yeah. Gunther, can I stop you right there?
Go ahead.
On Friday, I signed on to the discharge petition of Steve King that essentially would call for the repeal of Obamacare. I also told you last week I was on a bill that would repeal and replace, introduced by Representative Wally Herger. On Friday, I signed on to the discharge petition. I've been looking at it. There were some drafting issues that my staff had been concerned about. We've been alleviated by those concerns.
So you've signed on now to the one that the public's been clamoring for you to sign.
Well, there have been a few. That's why there have been a few, and that one I signed on to the discharge petition. That's the one you're referring to.
Right. All right. Another way to stop this, and I want to ask you if you'd be willing to go along with this, the GOP attack plan should be to starve the beast of Obamacare, and that is when it comes time to budget the money. Just don't do it. And in fact, if the GOP has success this fall, as is expected, especially in the House, you could starve the beast. And I know Michelle Bachmann is one of them that talked about this. What say you to that?
Well, I said that months ago. I said that's probably the most effective way to slow down this Obamacare. That what we should do is, again, this is a big if. We have to regain control of the House. We're within striking distance. But if, let's say we do, then we can use the appropriations process to not fund various aspects of this. That's probably the more practical way to deal with it in the short term.
Okay.
So that's I would absolutely love